Hey everybody, welcome to another video from Everything Worship. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash that notification bell so that you don't miss any new videos that we put up. So last week on the 17th of September was my 11th anniversary, wedding anniversary with Louise. Been married for 11 years now. And yeah, I wanted to talk about that, and it got me thinking, every time these steps or moments in life happen, it gets you thinking. And so it got me thinking, and I thought I would like to share this and see where we get with this. Yeah, so 11 years. It sounds long, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, 11 years. It's been that long. You don't really think about how long it's been. But yeah, it's been 11 years, and it doesn't seem like 11 years. And hearing this, it got me thinking, because hearing stories of marriage failing, and you hear this friend is getting divorced, or this other person cheated on the partner and they're not together anymore. You hear all those stories. It breaks my heart. And I love young people, and I love that we have an opportunity to change the course of events, or to change the future, if you like. And each and every time when something doesn't go right with a young person, it breaks my heart. And yeah, I was thinking in my own life, and maybe you can share for those that have been, for those that have been married like for a long time, or you just got married. It doesn't really matter how long, but what are your experiences like? I'd like to hear from you guys, like what if you've been married, if you're married, what are some of the things that have kept you guys together? Like, share in the comments below. What are some of the things that have kept you together? And I don't want to leave out the single people. So if you're single, like, what are you looking forward to? When you get married, like, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to? I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and let's share and hear what we're thinking. Yeah, but I got thinking, I started thinking about how is it that 11 years later I'm still with Louise? Like, I started thinking, like, Lord, what has kept us together? And one of the biggest things that for me, I felt has kept us together has been the fact that from the time we got married, like, we've been doing stuff together. We've been friends, and we didn't lose that. It wasn't like, okay, now you're married, so it becomes weird. Okay, she's my wife, and now things have changed. But from the time we got married, we've been doing stuff together. And I think sometimes I say that to a fault sometimes, because we just had certain things that we felt, okay, this is what we're going to be doing, and we stuck to that. And one of the biggest things is that we love TV shows, so we watch TV shows together, and that's our downtime. That's our time that we use to just regenerate. And if you have had a long day, we always have been. For 11 years we've been consistent. Almost every single day we sit down and we watch stuff together, and that connects us. I think that also has allowed us to stay connected, because I feel like so many times we have two people who are working, and they're working in different spaces, and then they just go apart because it's so busy. I know it's been said a lot that you need to spend time with your partner, but yeah, So it sounds cliche, but it's true. Like you have to spend that time together. And it's not only that for us. Like we watch things together. When I say we do everything together, like we plan together. We know what's going on with each other. There is no secrets. And I think we found the things that align with us, because it's not all the time that you have the same things in common, but we've found like 90% of the things that we have in common, and we literally use those things to keep our relationship going, and I think that's the biggest thing. But yeah, it's last week the other week I was talking about learning new things, and how you need to renew your mind, and so much of that has been done through Louise. Like the Lord has showed me so many things in my life that I needed to grow out of, the things that I needed to relearn, and the things that I saw that they were normal, but God showed me through Louise that these things are not normal. Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny because she mentioned something the other just last week, 11 years, and she was telling me, do you remember when you just got married? Like we had an argument about making the bed, at home where I came from, when you got out of bed, you just got out of bed. You didn't make your bed, and you didn't get in trouble for not making your bed. Sometimes, my mom would say, no, this room is dirty and whatever, but make your beds and stuff. But it wasn't really something that I grew up knowing that you have to do this. So when I got married and we got in an argument with Louise, we used to argue like, why are you just leaving the bed like that? And I'll be like, just leave it, because you're going to come back and sleep in it anyways. So it was funny, but I had to relearn that. I quickly had to change. And why did I change? Okay, number one was because I knew that it was going to bless my friend if I made the change. Number two is that I agreed. I think I saw the logic in that. I saw that it was beneficial, because it was clean. The room was clean, it looked clean, it didn't look messy. And you can think when you're in a messy place, like your mind just can't process very well. So I thought, okay, that's a good thing to do, and I made the change. But imagine if I was just, no, me, I grew up like this, and we don't do this, we don't do it like that. And I think I wouldn't have been talking about 11 years today. So there've been so many things that God has shown me through Louise, that these things are not normal, and you need to make adjustments with these things. I think it's important for us to look back and see, and also the other thing I would like to ask you guys is that, what are some of those things that you feel like right now that you have known that these things are not normal? Like, I don't think this is normal, and this is not the way to live. That that I have to relearn this. I have to adjust and make the change. Write some of those things in the comments so that we can hear what you're working on. Yeah, so it's been 11 years has been a really, really good journey. I think when you are married to your friend, time flies, I guess. Time just flies. You don't even realize it. But I love how God works when it comes to pairing two people together. And I think marriage is work, and you just have to work on it. Work on the things that that you have to change. You make yourself better. It's better for the both of you. And yeah, so I feel like yes, we have to we have to take the commitment seriously. Sometimes I feel like people make the commitment, but they don't realize just how much they need to follow through with that. Because it's one thing just to say I do and to say all those things, and then, down the road, you just give up at every little thing that comes. You have to work on everything that comes your way. That will determine if your marriage survives or not. There are some big things that are non-negotiables, and some big things that even in my life, I mean, even Louise knows that if this happened, like, this is a deal breaker, like, I'm gone. Yeah, and she knows that. And I've spoken to her. She's also shared that, look, if this happened, like, we're done. I'm not gonna stay. I'm not gonna, And we've made that clear so that we know that I wouldn't like my friend to do this to me, and so I'm not gonna do that. So it's clear from the word go. But there's certain things, arguments, things that money, how do you work on, how do you do that, why did you do that? There's things, all those things that I feel like we can work on, and the Lord will surely guide. Yeah, so the 11th anniversary. Yeah, so what did we do? Yeah, we have this tradition where we go out. A friend of mine once says, I think this is a good time to mention that, but a friend of mine once told me that he was planning his anniversary and he was saying, no, we are going here with the kids. And I was like, you're going with who? And he said, I'm going with the kids. I'm like, why are you going with the kids? The kids were not there. Like, they were not there when you two met. So Louise and I have this thing where we go out every year. We go out, and we take some time, leave the kids, and just reflect and have dinner, relax, and just share memories of how life is going and how we're doing. So we went somewhere last week and it was fun. Yeah, so it's important for you to also create that time where you get away from your normal life, and then reconnect with each other and see what the Lord is doing, and if there are things that you feel like you need to realign. Very, very important. So it was fun. Yeah, it was really, really fun. As we look at a life of worship, and we're saying everything worship, I think it's important to understand also that worship is realizing that your life is not about you, that there is a superpower out there, there's God out there that is awesome, and that's all powerful, and that's looking after you, and that's providing, and that's doing all these things around you, and you realize that, and you respond to that. And that's what worship is. It's not living a selfish life, it's living a selfless life. So in life, and whatever you're doing, whether you're in marriage, you have to realize that I'm in this to make my partner's life better. I'm in this to look at what are the needs, what does my partner need? How can I be a blessing to the person I'm with? How can I help them? How can I serve them? And that's that. I think that will get you a long way into being with that person for a really, really long time. I think for me, that's another thing that has helped, is just to say, look, how am I going to be a blessing to Louise? How am I going to add value to Louise and help her achieve what God has for her? So I'm really, really not looking at what am I going to get from this marriage. What am I going to get? Yeah, I've got expectations. I'm not going to tell you I don't have any expectations, but those are not what's at the forefront. Those are not the priority for me. I think the priority for me is to look at how can I serve my family, how can I serve Louise, and I feel like that should be a priority to every man out there and every woman out there. who's in a marriage relationship. Yeah, so I just thought I would share that with you guys. Keep plugging away. Keep looking at what God is doing in your heart. Keep looking at the simple things, and take account for everything that happens. Not everything but even the little things. Reflect. The word I'm looking for is reflect. Reflect on the little things, because that will help you appreciate what God is doing. That will help you respond and worship God, because He's working for us, and He wants us to live a life of worship, to live a life of acknowledging and a life of responding to what He is doing. And yeah, definitely for me, last week, 11 years, I've been responding to God and just thanking Him for being there for us and providing and getting us through tough times and helping us through each and every argument, helping us through each and every hard time that we faced. And I feel like that has really been a life for me, that everything that happens, I really look and just see God in it and appreciate what He is doing. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.